Well, hey, Moto Warriors. I was watching a video that Weston Super Moto Vlogs. I'll put his link up in the corner up here. I know he lives in Weston Supermere in the UK, I believe. That's what you call that town he's at. Nice town. But anyway, he was asking, for people who have, really nice channels. I forget how he worded it, big channels or whatever. I forget what he said, but where do you get your inspiration? And well, first, I don't have a big channel, and I don't know if people like my videos or not. I imagine some of you do, because otherwise nobody'd watch, right? But as far as inspiration, if people are looking for ideas to come up with stuff, I get mine because I'm a smartass. And things that I see, my sense of humor, I'll turn it into a video. And when you look at other people and the things they do, stupid people inspire me. Because I look at them and because of something they do or did or whatever they're writing or whatever, it'll give me an idea. So, for example, just as I'm coming into, I'm in town here, and I've only seen like 2 other bikes. Usually there's a bunch of bikes, but it is kind of cold out. It's December, kind of cooler. It's been a little cooler than what it normally is for this time of year, but it is what it is. But somebody, this city, as I think I've mentioned before, the city is growing at an insane growth level. For a couple of years in a row, we were rated as the fastest growing city in the United States, and I think we still are the fastest growing city in the state of Tennessee. And people that don't know what it was like, even just as little as 10 years ago, don't realize how much this town has changed. It's unbelievable how much it's changed. But anyway, a lot of these people coming here can't drive, They're used to driving in big cities like New York and LA and Chicago and stuff, where you gotta it's like cutthroat if you want to get anywhere in traffic. Well, here we tend to have manners and not cut people off and stuff like that. And so as I was coming up over the bridge that crosses over the interstate, somebody pulled right in front of me just to turn onto the interstate because they were on the wrong side of the bridge or the whatever. And they cut right in front of me. Now I'm riding along. I've got blue running lights, underbody lights, and I have my high beam on high, so they can see me if they look. And that's the key. A lot of these people that are moving here don't even look. And cut right in front of me. I had to hit my brakes, and then as he slowed down to turn back over to go down the other side of the ramp, I realized that he was driving a nice car, but his driver's side rear view mirror, the whatever side mirror, was smashed. And I thought, man, did you cut the wrong person off and they tore up your mirror? They broke your mirror? I mean, I've never broke anybody's mirrors. Not that I haven't wanted to. I did get one guy, probably a couple, that really, really made me mad. And I won't break it, but if they're at a stop sign, or a stoplight or something, and I can get up next to them, I'll push it. And if it pushes so that it'll kind of like push out of place, I've pushed it out of place in my younger days. I don't do that stuff now, but in my younger days, I would do stuff like that. And it doesn't hurt anything, but they got to roll down their window and pull the mirror back in place and, whatever. And I figured that little inconvenience might make them look twice for bikers, because our lives are on the line. So when I saw that guy's mirror after he cut me off, his mirror was broke. And I thought, I wonder if any of my viewers are mirror breakers. You guys don't do that kind of stuff, do you? You don't go around smashing people's mirrors or windows just because they cut you off, do you? I mean, if you run around breaking every mirror of somebody that cuts you off, or, you know, smashing a window, you know, eventually you're going to get caught and charged with a whole bunch of stuff, and you're not going to do yourself any favors in the long run, or the biking community, you know. So please don't do that kind of stuff. I had a friend of mine that somebody flipped him off. This was years and years ago. This was before I was a Christian. We were riding, and this guy was not, I mean, he was a nice enough guy to the people that knew him, but, you know, if you lipped off to him, and he didn't know you well enough to lip off to him, you'd be on the ground in a heartbeat. You'd be lucky if you didn't have your teeth knocked out. I mean, that's what this guy was like. And there was a group of us riding one time, and we stopped at a stoplight, and somebody looked at him and flipped him off, and he reached over to the guy and grabbed his hand and snapped and broke his finger. And then we all took off, and the guy, you know, his attitude was like, well, I bet he won't flip off another biker. And I'm like, you know, probably not, you know. And what is he going to do, call the police? And it's like, well, I flipped off a guy and he broke my finger. It's like, well, you idiot, what'd you do that for with a bunch of guys on motorcycles? I mean, how stupid can you be? And all the guy would have had to do, you know, the guy that broke his finger, all you would have had to do is say, hey, his hand came up really fast. I thought he had a knife in his hand. I thought he was, you know, reaching out to try and stab me. And so what I thought was, you know, a knife that I was trying to take away was actually his finger. But anyway, Moto Warriors, that's how I get my inspiration for my silly videos, is stupid people. I get inspired by stupid people. Well, I appreciate y'all. I'm still in town, but this is kind of like the national park for the battlefield, you know, the war between the states. They call it, but it's Stones River Battlefield, and that's why it's so dark off in here. But we're still actually in the edge of town here, you know, in town sort of. This area used to be boonies, but because it's growing so much, it's not in the boonies anymore. They just can't build, you know, because of the battlefield area, and they shouldn't be able to, obviously, right? But anyway, Moto Warriors, I appreciate y'all, and look at all this traffic, man. As far as you can see up way down the other, well, over there it stops, but it was pretty crazy. It wasn't very many years ago, and you might see a few cars here. But because of this insane growth, especially over the last like 5 to 7 years, it's just gotten way too big. And you used to be able to get across town, you know, at a pretty decent, you know, amount of time. It didn't take that long. And now it's almost any time of day. It's bumper to bumper. People drive like idiots. They go really slow. It's backed up as far as I can see. I haven't come down this way in a few years at this time of day. Oh, this is great. They're probably going to be closed by the time I get there anyway. Oh well, man, if I could just turn around up here somewhere. But anyway, Moto Warriors, I'm going to just be sitting in this insane traffic, wishing that all these people would move back to where they came from. Hey, Moto Warriors. It's a few hours later from when I made the first part of this video, and it just dawned on me that I mentioned that I got a post office box, but I forgot to say that if you want me to send you some stickers or something, you can tell me what you think of them. They're the first time I got stickers. But go ahead and give me your address, and if you're like me, you don't want to give it out where everybody can see it. So if you want to look me up on Instagram, all that is below my videos. You can see the Instagram and my Facebook stuff. I don't really use Facebook that much. I'm pretty busy. I don't have a lot of time for messing with that kind of stuff. But I do check, and if you want me to send you some stickers, then go ahead and give me your address either on Instagram in a private message or on Facebook in a private message, and I'd be happy to do that. I just wanted to add that to this video. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all.